All right, y'all, it is that time again for the next Dokkan Festival teaser prediction video. So, basically, when we should expect this is potentially tonight, right? We know that content is coming on the 29th, with some new events and stuff like that. A data download should be happening on the 27th, and at least this is all Pacific time, would be the 28th in a certain time zone if you're not in America, for example, right? But how these things work is the Dokkanfest is usually, I guess, revealed the day before or the day of the data download, right? Just because of the fact that they want to not spoil it with the data download, or would mostly rather reveal it themselves. It's a very rare situations that they don't do that. I mean, I think one situation actually is AGO first form Frieza that came out earlier this year. He was in the data download like super early, but I do think his reveal and stuff was still on Twitter as well. So even if the Dokkanfest doesn't come out until like the 31st, I think there's a really good chance, because there's a data download for this week on like the 27th, 28th ish, we should see the Dokkanfest, right? That could mean the teaser and the details are on the 27th, but I think the teaser could likely be 24 hours before, in the 26th, right? And that's how those things really work. So again, I asked people to give me their guesses in the next Dokkanfest. Gollum with the banning unit Samwise. All right, well, I'm not sure if I said that right specifically. Random fact, I've never seen any of those movies, the Lord of the Rings movies. I assume that's Lord of the Rings. I haven't seen it. You can tell I don't know, especially if we got something wrong about that. Anyways, actually, I'm gonna bring this up first. I want to talk about this really quick. Garlic Jr. and the potential of the next Dokkanfest being Garlic Jr. Now, pre-worldwide celebration, August 4th, quite some time ago at this point, right? I guess it's only 2 months and a half ago at this point, right? But they did update the SA effect animations for Int, LR, Goku, and Piccolo. This essentially is something that happens with EZAs, and this card has not EZA'd yet. So I want to put this in your guys' mind at the forefront of wherever it is. I want to put this at the forefront of your mind because of the fact that these guys could EZA pretty much at any point at this point. I mean, especially if you look at Misaka's chart right here. Again, shout out to Misaka for making this amazing chart. Used every time for a lot of these videos. We can see that LR, Goku, and Piccolo, they are right about, I guess, right here. And we've got a lot of EZAs that are, I guess you could say, more quote-unquote hype around their area. Physical Janemba, Tech Super Gogeta just EZA. We got Tech Gohan as EZA, very anticipated. In Broly, a lot of people wanted. I mean, a lot of these EZAs just surrounding them. We even got these two. These are the newest characters of like an LR Dokkanfest status to actually receive an EZA as well. With that in mind, I think that it's obviously very much in realm for Goku and Piccolo to get an EZA within this time frame. Realistically, the next celebration will have at least one Extreme Z battle, and with that, I think it could be any of these characters except for probably these two, and maybe not these two. I would not expect these two to EZA during a monthly celebration, and these two, I think we have a lot of other Majin Saga EZAs that they could touch, but I do think that everyone else is pretty much fair game. So, I mean, realistically, it could be anything. But I think because of this being updated already, their EZA is going to be coming sooner than later. I think Garlic Jr. is a character that he's not actually represented in terms of the movie version of him. This is the anime arc version of him. So you see this guy's not on Movie Bosses as an example. So getting like a Movie Bosses version of this guy would help. I mean, we do know that there is the Terrifying Conquerors team that hasn't really gotten a leader in quite some time. LR Turles, I think, does he not want Terrifying Conquerors or Planetary Destruction allies? So, I mean, if they start building up some Terrifying Conquerors set up with Garlic Jr., I think that could be really good. I mean, would there be any other Terrifying Conquerors EZAs? I think this guy's actually in Terrifying Conquerors. STR Bojack, another Terrifying Conquerors character, but I would also say, at the same time, it's like, if he's a Terrifying Conquerors leader, they're going to EZ these guys. I don't think that there's going to be 2 Extreme Z battles. I would assume that there's just going to be 1 Extreme Z battle, and the biggest reason for that is because there's not going to be a Part 2 LR. We've seen that they easied some characters, the 2 LRs in this part 2 for the Namek celebration. But remember, next month is usually Dokkanfest. Then on the 21st ish, Heroes comes out, right? And this next celebration usually is really dry. Keep that in mind. So I don't know. Maybe it would be weird, like if it was like a part 2 LR situation where we get LR Junior and then a part 2 LR Yellow Coin Slug, and then we got Bojack CZA during that celebration, or you know, maybe even we get a Bojack Dokkanfest in December, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan Carnival LR, and then we get these two to EZA or something like that, and Garlic Jr. is just a precursor to that. Could be interesting as well, but who knows? I think, I mean, there's a couple of Terrifying Conquerors characters that are lined up that I think could be useful to that team. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Actually, I didn't even want to spend too much time on that, but we're already 5 minutes in. Goodness, dude, I'm such a yapper. There's also this, and there's also this. New stage of support memory boosts incoming. And this was added, so, you know, we see that this is a Videl support memory from the Majin Buu Saga. If you take a look here, Majin Buu Saga category allies key 2 for 2 turns at the start of battle. Does this necessarily mean, like, just, well, okay, I would say this means that this is going to like, awaken. This support memory is going to get buffed. 100%. I think that's what we're going to see. At least, well, I would say 99%, because you never know. But I would also say, does this mean that the Dokkanfest is Majin Buu Saga related? And decent chances. I will not say 100%. They could awaken this for like some Earthling, and then they could change, like it could be Majin Buu Saga or Earthlings category allies. Majin Buu Saga and like they've added categories to this. Like right here we see Pure Saiyans or Hybrid Saiyans, right, were added to this support memory. So like they could change what the support memory is with the categories that it buffs, and then it could just buff the other category. I mean, in terms of like, okay, if we take a look at Videl's category, like what is she on though? She's like on very little. Peppy Gals, Buu Saga, Earthlings, Fighters, Justice, Bond and Parent Child, Earthbed Fighters. I mean, like, Bond and Parent. Imagine it becomes. Actually, I don't know if it'd be Bond and Parent Child. What if it's like Earthbred Fighters is the buff, and then we get like a new Earthbred Fighters category leader? Wouldn't be out of the question, because we got one in 2022 for Yamcha, and then in 2023 for 23rd World Tournament Goku. So getting another one would not surprise me. You know that could be something, but. I think for all intents and purposes, if you want to say Majin Buu Saga is a very likely option, I would agree. There are, again, some Majin Buu Saga EZAs that are close, but, you know, Super Saiyan 2 Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. There is the Angel Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. You know, I mean, with a lot of that lined up, I don't know how likely it would be, but like a Vegeta Dokkanfest, potentially. I don't think we'd get another Majin Vegeta, though. Like, what would it even be based off of? You know, I'm not 100% sure. A lot of people are talking about Dabura at the next Dokkanfest, and, you know, I even put him in the tweet because that's something that a lot of people are talking about. When it comes to a Dabura Dokkanfest, his leader skill would be kind of weak, potentially, though. He's on these 4 teams. I was saying, like, maybe they could introduce, like, a, I guess, quote-unquote, Daima category, but not, like, Dragon Ball Daima category, as in, like, Demon Realm, like a demons category, a demon realm category. We know that even Namekians are demons now, right? We have seen a lot of things like that, and like what is classified as a demon has been expanded. Anyone with basically pointy ears, essentially, for the most part, not everyone, but like a lot of people with pointy ears. Like, so we can get Dabura, we can get Toa. I think Mirror might count. We can get Fu would count. All the Namekians. It would not be that great of a team, but it would be buffed with the Daima team coming out. Then maybe we could also get a Dragon Ball Daima like series category to kind of coincide with that as well in the future. It's something I'm thinking, you know, because obviously we know that Daima's coming out. There's going to be a lot of Demon Realm characters releasing. Well, a lot of characters we haven't even seen yet. So who knows? We'll just have to see how things like that turn out. There's another character. I mean, like, what if we got like a fusing Gotenks? Like, I really wish I didn't close that tab. Let me take one last look here at like the upcoming EZAs. Let me pull it up on the side right here. Like, what if fusing Gotenks be able to get a Dokkanfest? Like, if they're I guess I don't know if they would be a Majin Saga leader because we have these two. It wouldn't be out of the question to like think about a Majin Saga like Gotenks that's fusing, and then what if the EZA kill Khalifa? It's like, oh yeah, like they're a new fused fighters leader or a time limit leader. I guess they're not on time limit, but whatever. It's speculation. It's fun, right? I think there's a lot of things we could bring up and talk about. A fusing Gotenks would actually be like a really good Dokkanfest right now, actually, because Goten and Trunks just came out, right? The EZA physical Goten and Trunks, right? They are a really powerful Extreme Z Awakening. I should actually bring up this. They're a really good Extreme Z Awakening. Just in case you guys don't know who I'm talking about, these guys. So, actually, I like that idea. Fusing Gotenks right now would be really good. Even though once they fuse, they wouldn't link or they wouldn't activate that Goten and Trunks as passive. They could still potentially be on the Kamehameha team. Actually, like, wait, let me bring it up one more time, because their restriction is just turn 3 for Goten and Trunks, right? And besides that, they don't have another, yeah, just Kamehameha. Yeah, besides the unit super attack effect, but we could use the other like sub EZA Goten and Trunks that works. Maybe Tech Krillin unit EZA. Huh. That might work. Because pre-fusion, they give me on the Kamehameha category. I would like that, actually. Okay. Anyways, let's see what you guys are thinking, right? I think there's a lot of potential interesting things. Tagoma Ginyu, when the EZA, what, Tournament of Power, Angel Frieza? I mean, sure. Squidward, Death Stabbing. Sure. We already read this one. Prediction for the next few months. Wow, okay, let's take a look here. We have Piccolo now. That's a part 2 Alara. Obviously, we did see that already. Got the EZAs. Garlic Jr. is your guest with the End Ultimate Gohan Super EZA. I don't know if they're going to do 2. I mean, they could, because I guess, being fair, this November celebration is really dry, or end of October, because it's usually like, oh, the Dokkanfest release is here. Then we get like an EZA this week after, but then this week is like that. And then we get Heroes at the end of the next week, right? Like 21st, 22nd is when we should see Heroes. So with that in mind, we'll see. We'll see what happens. If they put a Super EZA in that time slot, that would actually work really well. Blue Evolution Gogeta, blah, blah, blah. So Baby and a Carnival are Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Tentani. Predictions right there. Saiyan Saga New Year's, I think, would actually make a lot of sense to me. Mr. Popo from the sparring fight against Goku. Mr. Popo Dokkanfest would actually go kind of hard. I can't lie. Like, I don't know what teams he'd be on, but he actually has literally 0 cards. What would his animations be though? Something from filler probably. Defense and support god of the game. Again, I think Garlic Jr. would be also a good addition here. In general, I think his drop would be a little weak. But if we get like Bojack December, like if we get like Namek Saga again for like the 10th anniversary, it's like Final Four Frieza, and then we get easy full power Frieza, the AGL one, that could be really good. Caulifla, I guess too. I mean, Kale at this point, like I wanted a Caulifla Dokkanfest like last year for Kale, but at this point, Kale is not really that great. I would rather wait for a time frame of when AGL Kale can get an EZA, and then give us a Dokkanfest Caulifla, is what I'm thinking now. Which would actually be in like 2 years, but I think it's worth the wait. It'll be worth the wait rather than Caulifla dropping right now. And, you know, what if she has like a Kale restriction? That'd be quite silly. If it's Buu Saga, ooh, Super Saiyan 2, Great Saiyan Man actually works. Golden Frieza if it's Dragon Ball Super. And then Garlic Jr. if it's random. Super Saiyan Daima Goku, I'm not sure if they would drop him just yet. I'm thinking like, I don't know when. Dude, what if Daima's New Year's actually? That would not be like a complete shock to me. Like Goku and Vegeta Super Saiyan Mini from Daima as a New Year's dual Dokkanfest. Like, would that be surprising to anyone? No. I think that would make sense, right? I mean, we had Superheroes New Year's. We had GBS Broly's New Year's. So like, what if they do New Year's again for Dragon Ball Daima? You know? Garlic Jr., Goten, yeah, see, okay, someone else had the same idea. Goten and Trunks into Gotenks. I might lock that in as my, like, guess. Goten and Trunks that fuse into Gotenks. Yeah, I think that makes sense to me, or Oob. I think Oob can get a Dokkanfest one day, though. I probably would assume it would be GT Oob, though, that would get a Dokkanfest, like, that fuses into Majin. I think that would make more sense, right? The 23rd world the 28th world tournament fight for Oob. I mean, he does some stuff, but I feel like that's kind of like, you know, what if they make him a banner unit to the existing Oob and they share like 6 out of 7 links or something? That could be cool. But yeah, no, Great Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2 would be also good as well, or that'd be Great Saiyan and Super Saiyan 18 or launch. I mean, yeah, I guess I could see one of these two. The issue with Dragon Ball Saga units is that they're very stingy with them, so unfortunately, I'm not 100% sure. I would love a launch Dokkanfest, though, would cook. 18 not having a Dokkanfest yet is actually also crazy. Obviously, the tech androids with EZA, and they're so usable right now. Though I think, like, the thing with their EZA is that it doesn't matter what they do because their value is largely in that first turn, like Usher. Obviously, you know, if they're good enough to tank normals now and stuff like that, that just does make them better. But in the long run, what makes them good is going to be what already they have. Like in like 5 years, if they get an EZA now, like what made them good? Like you could maybe not 5 years, maybe in like 3 years. Like what makes them good right now or usable right now is what will make them usable in like 3 years, right? If that makes sense. 2 monthly back-to-back Extreme Class Dokkanfest. That's happened before. That has happened before. I'm not thinking about the exact time frame. Yeah, Super 17, EGO Super 17 and Int Kid Buu. They were back to back. I think that was like in April. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know. Haba. Super Vegito. I mean, this is the time spot where Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta came out. It's not a 0% chance, but and then PyCon from Super Saiyan Kaogen Goku fight and the Great Saiyan Man actually is something unique. We'll end here, right? There might be some more replies at this point, but this video is already 17 minutes long, so let me know what you guys are thinking. I'm actually gonna lock in Fusing Gotenks, which is really funny because it didn't even happen here at the beginning, but I think about it and I think that makes a lot of sense. That's a Majin Saga character. He's on a lot of categories. I mean, if you take a look at like even just Goten and Trunks, like we don't have obviously a fusing Gotenks yet. You know, this Goten kid just came out too, because it's like these guys would be on largely the same categories. They wouldn't be on movie heroes unless it's a fusing Gotenks from like the Rudigarn movie. They wouldn't be movie heroes, but they'd be on Fused Fighters, Super Saiyan 3, Time Limits, right? So they could lead so many teams. We actually finally got a Kamehameha leader. I mean, they might actually end up leading youth as well, just because it's a long time since that got a new category. What if they do? Imagine they led Earthbred Fighters, youth, and then like Time Limit or something crazy. Like they could have this. They give them a mega crazy leader skill. Actually, I think that'd be pretty exciting. Anyways, I'm ending here. Thanks all for watching. I'll catch you guys. At least for a monthly Dokkanfest, it would be exciting. I should clarify that because people are gonna be like, "Oh my goodness, you know, so you saw Super Vegito and now you see Gotenks and you say Gotenks, whatever." I'll see you guys next time.